this point, Skip, I'm really starting to become very uncertain what this would accomplish. We keep going back and forth. The owners don't really want to have all the owners want is the players to stay. They're really unconcerned about the issues that the players keep bringing forth and putting at this table. The owners are trying to figure out a way, what's the least we could do to get the most for what we're willing to give up. And that's what they want to do, Skip. If Cap should, well, first of all, Cap shouldn't go. You know why he shouldn't go, Skip? Because he should be on a roster getting ready for a game. He should be looking at tape on a Monday or Tuesday and not having to travel to New York to answer some questions. Go, Cap. For me, I like going someplace where I know I'm not liked. Especially if I get an opportunity to ask questions. What is it that I did that was so bad? Me trying to make a change in America, to make America a better place, and I'm ostracized for that? You didn't like the manner in which I did it. But are you concerned with the issue that I brought to your attention? Do that not affect you? Do you not care about that? You're so upset that you're willing. You can't tell me that Tom Savage is a better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick. You can't tell me Brock Osweiler, Trevor Siemian are better quarterbacks than Colin Kaepernick. You can't tell me Drew Stanton, C.J. Beathard. Skip, I refuse to believe it. And teams are willing to lose because they're trying to. Punishment is not only about the offending party, but punishment is supposed to be severe enough to deter others from doing such sad acts. That's what they're trying to do. At the end of the day, the players you go in there, they give you a little money for the YMCA. They give you some money for your church. But are they willing to help you get legislative changes, policy changes at the local, state, and national level? Will they use their contacts and influence like they did when they wanted these shiny new stadiums built? Will they do that for you? Because if they're not willing to do that for you, all you're doing is taking up 4 or 5 hours a day if you got to come from great distance. Feeling Malcolm Jenkins is a train ride of 90 minutes. But for most part, guys got to come for 4, 5, 6 hours. If they're not willing to do that, you're wasting your time. And if they say they are, how do you hold their feet to the fire to make sure they do it? Because they can tell you one thing. We know. This is what we know. The NFL will lie. They will say they will do one thing, and as soon as you turn their back, they will do something else. So, for me, Skip, I want Cap to go because I want him to look at all those owners that have done a collaborative effort to whiteball him, whether they... Now, over the weekend, it's come out, some of these owners are going to get disposed. They're supposed to turn over information. Deposed. Yep. We're going to find out what was said, who was said it, or if there was, were they in, the words I like to use, cahoots, whether or not to keep Colin Kaepernick for playing. But we've seen quarterback play through the first 9-10 weeks of the season. It's hard for me to believe that every quarterback that's taken a snap is better than Colin Kaepernick.
Well, sure.
I just don't know, Skip, at this point, what good is going to come out of these meetings. You know why Jerry looks at this, Skip? Jerry Jones looks at this and say, you know what? A lot of these people that are oppressing black folks, they buy cowboy merchandise. So why the hell I want to kick them out? You must be crazy. I know the Houston Texans might need an inmate to save their season.
They might need an inmate.
First of all, they should fire Bill O'Brien for starting Tom Savage to begin the season with. That should be a fireable offense. I would just say, for the sake of argument, Skip, you had Colin Kaepernick on your roster. He's the backup to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson goes down.
Perfect. Beautiful. Right on schedule.
That makes too much sense, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, that sounds too much like... He's the backup to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson goes down.
Perfect. Beautiful. Right on schedule.
That makes too...
Division is just begging to be won.
Right? Begging. Begging.
Okay, so here's how I feel about Colin Kaepernick going to this session. I just don't love it. He has sued them for to be won, right?
Begging. You know what? If I'm Colin Kaepernick, I'm not even talking about me. Y'all have already made y'all decision on what y'all think about me.
They have.
As a football player. Right. Forget as a man.
Can you prove it in court? I don't know.
I don't know.
Tough.
What are we going to do about this reform? What are we going to do about the brutalization? What are we going to do about this social injustice?
Okay, I get.
No. NFL, they don't have a problem. They'll say this. We know they don't like turning over books. Because when it comes time to a court case, when it was dealing with the concussions, they was like, okay, we'll settle. When it comes time to do all this other, we're friends, okay, we'll settle. When it came time, Skip, for revenue sharing and all, okay, what do you want? They don't want to turn over books. So we're going to find out when you turn over records.
Would anybody...
And inmates out loud. So what would he say behind closed doors when he's talking? Now, see, Skip, when you don't think, because who would have thought that Colin Kaepernick would sue the NFL with collusion?
Yeah, I mean, I put it past...
I put it past none of them. Because, Skip, why would you send that, why would you put that in the we're seeing now what's going on with Special Counsel Mueller. Why would you put that on the email? Why would you put that and have a trail which somebody can come back and say, see?
Well, when you feel